PA. Just a short time ago, these Philly fans in full roar as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. Pyrotechnics ablaze. They're set to go as their Eagles will match up with the Los Angeles Rams. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. That's fielded in the end zone.
Oh, hey, how you doing?
And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. That good for 22 and a first down. And a nice little broken tackle run there by Todd Gurley, the 10th pick in the 2015 draft.
And that's what you get with him, that full package of speed, power, able to catch the ball out of the backfield. Many people doubted him coming out because of the knee injury in college. They're seeing the full Todd Gurley now, and it hurts.
Gurley again here on first down. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Now on second down, this is Gurley. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. And a nice carry there of 15 yards. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Goff. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. First down, L.A. Goff finding Higbee. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to see?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. Third and 2. Goff. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. This will be the first red zone opportunity now for the Rams. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. from the red zone now. Goff. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
Thank you.
The effort's always going to be there. Everyone's always going to try and make a catch, but underthrown balls, I think, are the toughest ones to come back and
I don't know who that was cut across that there. Whoever your outside
in the opposite direction when you're trying to stop, break, and come back and get it.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. On 2nd and 10, Goff.
He didn't get 2 feet. Whoa, throw that flag, coach. I don't know about them 2 feet. You got it there.
Tyler Higbee, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Rams take it right down and score on the opening drive. Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. Zuerlein good with a PAT. And that makes the score 7-0. Zuerlein out now to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start out on the ground with Ajayi. And some room to maneuver. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
And that run was what a lot of people call an explosive run. Gave them good yardage, solid yardage. They feel good about the whole thing, and they did it behind a 2 tight end set. It's always interesting to watch what offenses want to do with the 2 tight ends. Sometimes they line them up together for a power set. Sometimes they put one on each side of the line of scrimmage to balance things out. No matter what, though, when you see 2 tight ends on the field, your first thought is that they can run. In this case, the offense was able to run successfully.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. 74, 74.
And they'll run it here. Jay's gonna go. The 30, 10, touchdown, Philadelphia. Jay, 55 yards. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So now back out come the Rams on offense. A second preseason game for them. They defeated the Raiders, who they're actually seeing the Monday night opener, but no Goff, no Gurley yet. Will we see them in the preseason?
That's been the big question, not just around the West Coast, but throughout the league. Will those guys play at all in the preseason? Because some teams are leaning more towards, we will count on you being ready for the opener and avoid injury during the preseason. We're now getting word that the Rams are going to probably play Jared Goff and Tyler.
Heavy rush, and down he goes. Derek Barnett in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I'd file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. On second down, here's Goff. Looking deep downfield. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Sidney Jones. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
What's up? What happened, son?
Winston, the Eagles.
What's up, baby?
First and 10 at the 34. Here's a handoff to Ajayi to begin the drive. Ajayi's gonna go. The 20, 10, and he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Ajayi with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly for 6. Elliott good with a PAT, and that makes the score 14-7. Elliott now to kick this one away. And the Rams now coming out on the field. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, and it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And not a whole lot doing there, so he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Give him 3 on first down.
Why should he do that?
It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
She ain't got them all. She need help, though. Man, they is killing me with these formations. So, man, I want to do right there.
To throw on second down is gone.
Hey, who is him? Man, I don't know who that crack is. He came through like a dump truck.
He had their lone TD earlier. Now he's got a first down.
Big who?
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
Yeah.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He had told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put up in the top shelf.
Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Rodney.
No!
And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception.
What up, Ma?
Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Winston, the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Whoa!
And able to break
that was not supposed to be. That was supposed to be a running play with the quarterback.
Nice little gain. He'll pick up 7 there on the first keeper.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it.
Man, stop it now. Stop it.
Down, that fits the bill.
But Carson Wentz break tackle like a 90.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Running game working, they'll stick with it on first down. Room to run inside the 40. And all the way
Go put your shot on so you won't get cold, State.
33-yard line. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
Yeah, and let's just face it. When you go into a game, you think you've got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability right now.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's got some space here. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Ajayi on his way to a monster monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead. This is becoming quite the half he's had here.
Remember in our pregame meetings, they talked about wanting to run the football and staying with it. Well, when you're scoring this many touchdowns, there's no reason to go away from it, is there? They are off to a fantastic start. They hope it continues.
3 already for him. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the Rams offense, they work their way back on the field. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Try to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. 7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up. Remain here in the first half. We'll come back to Philadelphia after this. On 3rd down, they'll run it with Gurley. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away.
Oh, son of a chicken head.
And he's going to let it go deep.
Stop it.
And this is incomplete. A huge
I said chicken.
And it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. Well, not only did they try to fake it, they put the ball in the arm of their punter, and it didn't work out.
Not the quarterback.
Yeah, don't say it.
The punter.
Yeah, risky.
It is so funny because when it works, genius. When it doesn't work, not so smart.
Not so.
In this case, not so genius. I do admire that he went for it.
And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. The Eagles into the red zone for the first time. 1st and 10 right at the 20. Right back to him on 1st down. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. The tackle there by LaMarcus Joyner.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
Let's go.
Here you go, dude.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. The Rams go nickel here defensively on 3rd.
Great 15.
Working from the gun, Wentz. Steps away to his left.
Man, stop it, Diz, bro. You just be hating. You can't get nobody their problems, bro. Shut up, bro. You always be hating, bro. Damn. You just mad. You was saying the same thing too, by Josh. Stop it. Man, whatever. You stay over there and pretend to jail. That's what you do. But you mess around and lose to him. Motherfucker.
And that'll push the lead up to 17.
Okay, yeah.
Still a little bit of time left here in the 2nd quarter.
Man, stop, Jeff. Stop.
Before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And
keep doing your thing, Jeff. Keep doing your thing, Jeff. Turn the cameras off, Jeff. Turn the cameras off, Skip. Skip.
The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure
Man, stop, bro. You just a hater, Diz. You a hater.
Find out just how much they trust their guys.
How? And I beat you. How did I beat you? We 2-2. How did I beat you? Huh? You threw about 18 picks, but I'm sorry. Stop it, Diz. Shut up and take your L. Turn the cameras off. Yeah, like you told Jeff. Turn the cameras off.
We'll get this one up to the 26. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense as they stop it with 11
Man, nobody
seconds
feeling my nigga. If it's anything, it's you. Kind of scrubbed you. I'm tired of that shit. These that want to lose, don't want to get nobody their problem. Man, suck it. Man, shut up, you mad Russian ass son of a bitch.
Here's Goff now on second down. Going up top for Cup.
Oh!
And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. The Rams on third down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Pocket full of poses.
A final shot before break here. Goff. He sets to fire deep. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
No, I'm sitting. Okay. I want to be a support.
Play action. Now Wentz. Coming, and he's taken down. Mark Barron coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go into the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. Wentz going to throw. Sliding out of the pocket.
I'm glad he did. I'm so glad he did. Yes, you press triangle or something.
A big 30-yard
oh no, I saw no seen that. That's why I rolled out right a little bit.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
We talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively.
Staying there.
6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Now they'll run it on the toss. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46.
From our vantage point, that was just one bad play by the offensive line in a series of really good ones tonight. But I know that they're going to be really ticked off. It's a lot like a baseball pitcher losing a no-hitter late in the game.
The Eagles send out their punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. Now the attention turns back to the Rams offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter three.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back for the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted.
Oh, my.
The offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set.
I see what I said, Robert Gurley. Who you talking to, come on?
12.
On first down, gone.
No!
Over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for Cooper Kupp there, and that'll bring up second down. Well, CD, regular season inching closer. You know, looking at the ledger of the games, I'll just stick with the NFC right now, but it starts with a bang. Atlanta at Philly on the 6th.
How about the last two teams to represent the NFC in the Super Bowl head-to-head to start the season? The Falcons, they didn't win it. Philadelphia did. And then how about this for a second game? San Francisco at Minnesota. In normal years, it doesn't get as much attention, but how about now? Jimmy Garoppolo leading the 49ers to take on Minnesota Vikings.
Anything else from the NFC Week 1 catching your eye?
Well, I think the Dallas Cowboys at Carolina, that definitely does, because the Cowboys are trying to get back to the playoffs. Dak Prescott, full season of Ezekiel Elliott, and, of course, number one, the big man, Cam Newton, will welcome them to Charlotte. And to finish things off, the last game of the season openers, the Los Angeles Rams, last year's revelation, taking on John Gruden's Oakland Raiders. How about that?
They'll give him 8 on the play, and it's a second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Come on, give me a bottle, baby.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Only a yard on the pickup, so a good situation on 2nd and 2. It's now 3rd and 1.
That's good.
Here's Gone.
Damn.
And he'll set up the screen to Gurley. Good move by Gurley. Oh, and now he bowls him over. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
Goff now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. On first down, it's Gurley. He's going to get stopped quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult.
I'm glad that
for him in that
came.
situation.
I ain't like that formation.
And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's the Rams trailing, but they do have the football as we start the 4th and final quarter.
see.
A shotgun snap for Goff. Going up top for Cobb.
Ooh, thank you, Jesus. Because he's showing off his beat.
Nice
Yes.
hit. Jars the
I
ball
see.
free and brings up third down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The Rams on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Out of the gun. Goff. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Oh, he dropped.
Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better. Desperation time for Goff on 4th.
Ooh, good pass.
One complete.
Right there.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Goff now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Now Goff on 1st down. And it's complete. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Throwing again is Goff.
Oh, she done glitched. Oh, are you serious? Are you serious? Oh my God, did you see this? Yes, this is wow. That's it.
Losing about a dozen.
But I was like, man, I seen that on Facebook.
An uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Man, gotta be stopped. Man, gotta be stopped.
The Rams on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point.
Oh, it's caught on the string.
Goff.
Pick.
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Lion. Great.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And suspect Jay's gonna go. The 40. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jay, 83 yards. And the Eagles add on to their lead. And that rushing touchdown is 4th, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Troy, what you got?
And
What's
the
going
Rams
on with you
getting
over
set
there?
to go now. And with 3 interceptions thrown already,
I'm not talking to
we'll
you. That's
see
your
that
problem. I'm
they
talking
rely
about
more
Troy.
on the ground game here.
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And he's got room. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Now a handoff working right, and he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
Okay.
The Eagles send out their punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. This is taken at about the 14. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here.
Man.
And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. 2nd and 10. Goff again. Shrugs him off. And incomplete.
They certainly thought they had him surrounded and probably thought they were going to get him on the ground and get the sack, but he was able to elude that. And even though it threw it incomplete downfield, if you're a defensive back, you're loving the pressure that you're seeing from your front.
Throwing on 3rd. Goff. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And he'll get this back across the midfield, striping down to the 47-yard line. Looking for Woods that time. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just
right now.
Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back
Uncle Troy's not in the party right now.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Yeah, everybody. What you mean?
Wentz to throw. And the Rams got it. They bring him down. Samson Abukum. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. From the gun, it's Wentz. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll get it down deep into Los Angeles territory. They give him a gain of 38.
solid.
They'll run it now out of the gun.
Yeah, about 20
and
seconds.
he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line.
What?
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Let's go. Hey, stat. Black.
On second down,
Whoa!
here's Wentz. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds.
I think it's in there tripping, man. I don't know.
Eagles
Troy,
coming up here on a
yeah,
third
hopped
and
in, hopped
long,
out,
so
turned
Wentz
himself
and
about.
company with some work to do after the sack.
Come on, you know what that is?
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4.
Watching that big game.
They run for it with a jive. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain.
Already up, son.
And Charles, you know what coaches always tell us. We want to win our home games. That much we know. We want to protect our home turf. They got that done in this one.
Exactly right. When you start a season, everyone's goal: win all of your home games, split your road games, and you're likely going to be in the playoffs. But when you win at home, boy, what a great feeling that is. You don't even mind if people are at your house when you get home after a win like that.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. The Eagles are winners here as we say so long from Philadelphia.
I got